Both Monday and Tuesday.
Hey, how long you got me on this beat?
20 seconds.
I gave you like 25 seconds.
There you go, man. Let me get a second. Let me just get a...
Nah, bruh. You got worse last week. By a long shot.
Nah, nigga. Hey, you know what I said? Like, I said something that I was a sucker.
No.
I said something, nigga. That was hard, nigga.
Bruh, I've listened to the podcast a few times. I listened to the IG post. There's no way around it. You were terrible.
Record.
Here's your phone.
Oh, she's slow with it.
My bad. I didn't know. I didn't know this is a thing that you're going to be doing.
Okay. I can get with this. 25 seconds. Let me split it with
20 now.
Okay. Here we go. Yeah, I'm from the Bay with it. You see my chrome, I don't play with it. To do your dome, you get sprayed with it. I'm a shooter, I don't play with it. Hey with it. Nigga, and it's fading out already, nigga.
Bruh, because you spent half your
nigga,
time.
that's what I'm saying.
You spent half your time like this. I wonder what I'm going to do. Huh?
Dang, y'all don't be showing me no love. Like, y'all ain't trying to help me get my skill up, man. I'm going to start writing stuff, dog.
I don't
just
know.
to come prepared.
I don't know what you're going to do. I will say better.
Huh?
Better.
He tried to do the deep voice.
I would have almost liked to hear, like, the whole 20 seconds.
I gotta feel the beat. Like when Jay-Z just don't rhyme on the first beat, you gotta know when to drop. I gotta know what melody. I gotta know how my cadence gonna be.
So are you saying
you gotta know how your what's gonna be?
My cadence. I use a German word.
So are you saying you need that?
Yeah, that's your feel.
You need that time.
That's your feel.
You need that. How many seconds is that?
10.
Give me 35.
No, give him 30 seconds, 10 to feel the beat, and 20 to bust the rhyme.
Give me 35. Give me 25 for the beat.
Here's what I'll do, because I'm looking at everything, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll always do like a 30-second lead in before it gets to the crescendo volume point, okay?
All right.
And then...
You don't know what you're talking about.
Nah, I'm with the climax.
Right.
I know what crescendo is.
And then I'll give you 35 seconds.
Say that one more time, because she threw me off.
I'm going to give you a 30-second lead in, right? Now, usually the reason why I give you a 30-second lead in is because usually we get to a point where once we hit that crescendo, the beat drop. Okay? Then when the beat drop, you're going to have like 10 seconds to, yeah, okay. And then you got 20 seconds.
I'll take it.
To go on your bars.
Let's go.
Like, I feel like... Damn, we ain't even introduced the show, though.
I was just waiting for you guys to finish the conversation. I was just like, oh, gosh, okay.
We really put too much thought into
his freestyle?
Yeah.
No, yes. Nah, give me my just due.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. You know, it's all good.
It's your boy Priest D in the building.
Dr. IJ.
Tiffany here. 2 dudes and a chick. Welcome.
What's up, man?
Welcome back.
How y'all doing this week?
Cool, man. I feel like I don't see you no more, dog. Is it because of school?
Part of it is because of school, and then part of it is because I've been having to do a lot of work out of town.
Oh, okay.
Last couple of weeks, so.
See this brother once a week.
Yeah. You know what, though? I ain't even gonna lie. Sometimes I just don't want to be coming over.
Why?
Because we get stuck in that, like,
don't want to talk.
Right.
Save it for the podcast, nigga. That's a good one. Hold on. Don't just be looking at each other.
We be like, what are we going to talk about?
I be saying, let's throw it on the mic, record. Man, like, you can give a whole mesh up.
Yeah, but it's not just us here all the time. Because like, all right, y'all quiet on the set.
Yeah, send them kids upstairs.
Right.
It's not.
Y'all got to go.
That's not realistic.
Nah, but it'd be funny, though, because I feel like every time I come over, we get in a podcast conversation, and one of the three of us is going to be like,
that should have been recorded.
He don't want to come over. His wife don't like us. It's like, what's next?
I didn't say she didn't like y'all.
Hey, don't stop, huh?
Don't stop.
She don't like large.
That's not what you said.
She not like our listener who want to go on a cruise.
That's not what you said.
All right, but
have you even listened to the podcast?
You said, my wife, she gonna kill me for saying this, but she don't really vibe with y'all.
And then she said, "People, I got your back, dog."
I don't think
I got your back.
I don't really think
you ain't
I
got to
said
explain,
that.
man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You explained it
I
last
said
week.
that.
Time out. Did he not say that?
Yeah, but he explained himself.
No, I don't think I said that.
You
Though.
with you.
verbatim. You absolutely said
I don't
that.
think we gotta check the tape. I feel like we gotta check
Roll
the
it
tape.
back.
Huh?
You
gotta-
definitely
Nah, you
said
said-
No,
that.
we gotta check the tape on that.
You said it. I got your back. No, you said it, but then you said, and then she said,
You cleaned it up.
Us are people, and then you said people, and then you said, but y'all included as people.
Oh, okay. Well, I cleaned it up then.
So what's up with y'all, man? What y'all been up to this week? Tiff was talking about she looked tired. You said she looked tired.
Bruh,
Hey, don't you hate when people say you look
It's
tired and
so
you ain't
rude.
tired?
I mean, but I
you just
actually
woke up and
am
be like,
tired,
you look
but
tired.
when you're just out, no, it's when not when you're just waking up.
I'm
It's
just saying when you out and about and somebody
Yeah,
be like,
you
you good?
You feel
tired?
like you looking fresh and clean.
Yeah, somebody like, oh, you looking
Somebody
tired.
like-
You had a long day. You like, no, nigga, but damn. Did I? Did I get some sleep? I got 9 hours.
Hey, real quick, let me shout out my boy Amp One. Amp One is I learned today as a fellow podcast listener. Right, I hit him up. I said, Amp, I need a beat tonight for my boy. He was like, I got you. I'm already listening to it every week. I've been waiting for the phone call. So, you know what I mean?
That's dope.
He immediately had like 3 on lock that he sent over. So shout out Amp One. Appreciate you for listening.
Hey, and I appreciate the people that have been more vocal this week.
Man,
It seemed like a lot of more people was getting busy with us, dog. Like out the cuts.
out the cuts.
Or I be hollering at somebody and they just be, hey man, what you said last? I'm like, oh nigga, you were listening? Okay, my
I have
bad.
gotten a text. I be feeling like though people. I always get that you guys are hella funny, and I'm like, thanks, but I don't feel like we're trying to be funny.
No, we definitely not trying.
But then
to
it
be
makes
funny.
me feel like pressure. Like,
to be funny.
yeah,
Do I
because
need to be funny?
am I supposed to be?
Yeah,
funny?
well, having Priest D
you
rap
just never know
to
what you're
start
gonna
off
get.
every episode. Is
That in
just-
itself is funny.
Yeah, that's comedic right there.
Man.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yes,
no,
it
it really is though, bro.
All right, well, y'all know I got my little. Well, it's not reality check-in. It's just TV check-in today because last week and over the weekend I binge watched Greenleaf. Hey, the show is good. I know you don't like all things
This is
Owen and Tyler Perry.
This is about the heathen.
That's Tyler
the
Perry?
heathen pastor. No,
I don't think
it
Greenleaf
ain't.
is Tyler Perry.
It ain't. Don't defile Greenleaf like
It's
that.
not.
You up on it?
I know about Greenleaf.
Greenleaf is really good.
I'm looking. I'm
I
not
caught
even
a
gonna hate
couple
on
episodes with her, but
Greenleaf.
like,
Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on Greenleaf.
It's a good show.
I'm anti-TV, dog.
So I got caught up on it, and so there was this one storyline scene that stuck out, and I wanted to get your guys' viewpoint on it. So the pastor's son, is it Jacob or James?
We
One of
ain't
the two.
gonna know who they are.
Right. So he has a daughter named Zora, and she's dating like this one popular, like he's a gospel rapper, singer guy, but he is like so hella abusive to her, like hits her, puts his hands on her. They got busy, and then her mom found the condoms in her bedroom. So now,
I'm sorry, but you said the pastor's son or the pastor he met dating the pastor's daughter?
The pastor daughter.
well, the pastor's son is also a pastor.
You're confusing me. Hold on.
Okay.
Is this the bishop?
The bishop's son.
The
The
bishop's
bishop's
son.
son.
The one who's married to the Caucasian persuasion.
None of them are married to it.
So I'm like,
Oh no, he was cheating.
Right.
Oh,
with the
that
Caucasian
cat.
persuasion.
okay.
With the
is-
second, with the
so that dude,
secretary.
Yeah, he was
That
getting
dude a rapper
busy
now?
with her. Nah, his son.
he a singer? Oh, his son? They got a son?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
See? I wasn't the only one lost.
No.
Nigga made up a whole new storyline.
Pastor Jacob.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna know, like,
Okay,
just,
well, I'm.
Jacob, the one that married
The white girl.
No,
No,
the one
nobody's
that
married to a white girl. The one with the
fat
short
girl
hair.
On Where Did I Get Married? Why
Jill
did I
Scott.
get married?
That's
Jill
my-
Scott.
that's my
Jill
favorite
Scott.
singer, dog.
Jill Scott. No, I love Jill Scott. I just couldn't think of her name.
You can't disrespect the queen like that. Calling her a fat girl.
That's all I
Nah, she's a healthy woman. You
I
can't
mean,
call her.
no, but on Where Did I Get Married, she had,
Why did I get married?
Why did I get married? She had put on the extra.
You can't disrespect
That was
the
a
queen like
fat
that,
suit,
dog.
I'm sure.
It was a fat suit for real. Though.
Yeah, but you,
Yeah.
you even just
But
you
I
gotta
was
be
thinking
healthy.
I was thinking, I love Jill, man.
All right, so Tiff,
Anyway,
help us.
their daughter Jacob, pastor. He's also a pastor.
Okay, he with the new church.
He got his own church now.
I seen that with you, yeah.
Right.
He got a daughter. How old is his daughter?
His daughter, I guess she's probably like 15, 16.
she
No, she got to be 16 because they driving. So she's 16.
Oh, baby, that was taking a Ritalin.
Right, her.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay.
I only seen like 3 shows, so it's just chopped up. Like.
But it was her. And then what stuck out to me was that they portrayed her to be just this very outgoing, strong, you not gonna tell me what to do type of chick. But then when she got involved with this dude,
She was submissive.
oh my God, it was just so sad to me. And it was like, dang, what would I do in that situation? You know, your daughter is getting busy.
I like the way she said, I think it's better that I tell you now. Oh, you got me. I'm gonna go listen to Jill Scott on the way home,
Talking about
man.
Jill Scott.
I was like, hold on, nigga, she sung that in the.
Man, all right, keep going. My bad.
Wow, that was.
I'm just in my zone over here because she's so.
Hold on, nigga. Wait. I want to know what you were saying.
What do you do with your daughter if you know? So they were at their debutante ball, and the dude slapped her.
Oh, he got a
16.
Dude slapped her, and then her cousin ran back and was like, dude, because she didn't listen to her cousin. Her cousin been like,
Right.
Her cousin's like, dude, he is no good for you. You need to leave him alone. But she's just like, I love him, like that type of like crap. So he slapped her, and then she ran back in and told her dad. And then, of course, the dad, Pastor Jacob, came and like knocked him out one time. But then that happened. But I'm just saying, like, what do you do in that situation when you have a child who is just so, quote unquote, love stroke, and you can't, like, it's just like you want to shake them. Like, what are you doing? What do you do?
I think if somebody, if I'm in that same predicament, I'm going to jail.
Because you're going to kill the little boy.
Hell yeah.
I'm not killing the little boy.
Like I'm a damn near kill him, dog. You know what?
I'm gonna hurt him.
I got sons though, so like
So you
it's
gonna
like
ruin one of your sons' life?
Get him.
nah. My son under 18, man. Damn
But that's
near kill
not
this
the
boy.
problem. That's not the solution. Your child, your daughter is like.
I get that,
like,
but
how are you gonna?
He gotta
fix
feel
her?
my dude. Gotta feel my pain.
You know what? You right, Tiff. Because if anything, beating up the little boy is just gonna make your daughter more love.
Right,
stuff.
because she still was like, "Oh my God, why would you do that to him?"
Now,
Stuff
what
like that.
I feel like there's a certain segment of our society that would say something along the lines of, "You just gotta let your kid
Hell no.
learn from their mistakes."
But she's
dog.
so young.
But my thing is like at 16, my daughter ain't gonna have. Okay, it's like this. She can have a boy that's a friend, and we all gonna know his boyfriend, but we're not gonna be calling it that. Like with
First
title
of
come
all,
responsibility, man.
You can say that all day, but your kids are gonna do what
with
they want
title,
to do.
they gonna
Yeah,
do
they're
what they
gonna
want
tell
to do.
you,
They
"No,
gonna
that's
do
not
what
my
they wanna do."
boyfriend." But at school and everywhere else, that's my man.
She gonna know how I feel.
I just, you know what, in a situation like that, I feel like at the end of the day, you raise your kids
Hopefully,
for the first 10, 12, 13 years the best you can, so that when they get 15, 16, they make good decisions, right?
right?
Dog, you gonna go mania.
But if she's dating a dude at 16 that's putting hands on her, bruh, like, we will do whatever we have to do, up to and including shipping you off to somewhere where you will not have access to this boy.
Nah, nigga, I ain't doing
Man,
that.
it's just so crazy
Like
because
you got to think about it.
Where you gonna ship her to? You gonna ship her to a boarding school?
Bruh, if I got to get in touch with one of my Nigerian relatives,
she going to Africa.
send her to Africa, bro.
But it's like one of the situations where the first time he did it, it's like she was like, back up, and then he was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I love you. This is something about you. You just make me go crazy." And then that was enough to be like, "Oh, okay, come here." And I was just like, "Dang, that is so sad to see."
Somebody gotta.
All right, my thing is, as a parent, did you mess up along the line?
Are you saying is that your parents'
It's
fault?
like you could say all your kids are individuals, they're gonna have their own beliefs and everything, but is it really like that, or did the parent miss a step?
No, it's really like that. Look at your family, bruh. Like, you have 4 siblings or 3 siblings. All 4 of y'all have different outcomes on life.
True. Yeah. Ooh, pause. That kind of reminds me. of that one the triplets that were like a science experiment.
Can you explain that a little bit more?
That movie that we watched on the airplane? I can't think of it. So it was a set of triplets, but they all got placed in middle class, upper class, and
Blood,
low
a real
class.
life story though.
They all got placed in different families to see how different their lives all would be. But they all end up meeting each other by chance.
By chance.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it was all a science
It's an
experiment,
a government experiment that they did on Jewish kids. Was it Were they Jewish?
I didn't finish the whole movie. I just read about it.
Yeah, dog, sick.
I gotta find that.
I can't think of the name. It's
like
called
identical triplets or something like that.
it's called.
I feel like at the end of the day, you got nature and nurture working, right? So your kids is always gonna be battling what they know, what comes natural to them, and just what they decide. You know what I mean? It's almost like you got two sons. One of your sons is a goody two shoes. Like, you got to tell him one time, don't touch that piece of paper, and he never gonna touch that piece of paper. You got another son, you say, don't touch that piece of paper, and before you even walk away, he didn't touch the piece of paper.
Yeah.
So you can't look at that and be like, I'm a failure. You just got to, at some point, you got to be like, I got a kid.
But you know that about your kid. That's the difference between something that you know and something that they do completely left that you would never think that they'll do.
Right, because you think you know your
Yeah, 'cause
kid,
like-
and then for her to do that.
Like I said, like you said, 9. I could say, do not do that, and 9 ain't gonna do it.
Right.
I could say that to Bella, and she gonna test me.
Right.
So I
She's
know
the
she's the
tester.
tester. Like,
Right.
I know off the rip. Like, I
Chum's
could turn
not.
around.
The boys aren't. It's the girl.
Yeah, I could turn around and be like, I already know I got to whoop her. You know what I'm saying? Because she going to test me. So I know, me knowing she going to test me, I know how to deal with her. I know how to approach it. But when they do something completely off the grid, then it's like, where did that come from?
Sometimes it ain't completely off the grid. I mean, think about.
So that's what I'm saying.
You
So
just
as a
think you know
parent,
your kid, but
so
not
as a
really.
parent, did you miss something that you could have caught?
Nah, I don't think so.
I don't
bruh.
think it's necessarily
Like,
you they couldn't catch. I just feel like kids kind of just move and show you what they think you want them to do
Like,
and
don't
be.
forget
But they have a
when
whole
you
nother
was a
life
kid, bruh.
outside. Yeah, like
how
my-
much
my
time did you
parents didn't
spend
know
as a
half the
kid?
stuff I was doing.
Right. How much time you spend as a kid hiding shit from your parents?
Well, he might be a little bit different.
Yeah, I was open with
I
my
was about
mom.
to say
He
we
might be a little
we
bit.
learning.
He's an exception to the rule.
No, I'm saying, my thing, like when my parents, if they ask me, I'm gonna give it to them A1. Like my mom, my cousin got smoking weed, and since that's my dog, my auntie called my mom. It was like, gee, so-and-so over here, no, I'm throwing out there, so-and-so over there got caught smoking weed, so you might want to check with Brandon and see what's going on.
You tell your mom about the pimping trial?
Nah, my mom, nah.
See,
I would have told her though.
But I mean, that's just one of those things where like your parent never knew, and then she could have
What?
found out and been like, I know Brandon pushed the limits, but I'm surprised he went there.
But I didn't tell my mom when we got robbed with my brother. You know what I mean? So I definitely, it's just things like, I didn't tell her that till I was like,
But I'm saying that's
17.
That's just proof of like you don't know everything that's going on with your kids. So
You proved this point.
I get y'all.
Whereas you might think it's coming from left field, it might be like
They done
this
been
is-
through some things.
This is the field I've been on this whole time.
Yeah.
So what do y'all do?
Mama,
if
you don't know about my life.
What do you guys do if you walk in on your kid having sex?
Oh my God!
I'm going to lose
What do
it.
You know
do?
what? You know what?
Is somebody dying?
No,
I'm going to lose it. Somebody getting punched in the back of the
no,
head.
I'm not. I'm gonna say this: if I walk in on my kid having sex, I pray that God gives me the serenity and
You know what though? You know how you can be so mad sometimes where you just can't even do nothing?
Right.
You know what? You
Like-
just gotta walk away.
I pray that He give me the serenity to just sit down and have a conversation with them about safe sex. Because at that point, you're not gonna get them not to have sex again. So the only thing you can do is just like
You got to mentally whoop them. I was hollering at my boy today. I was like, dude, it's times where you can't whoop your kid. Now, if you do something like that, you don't know what your emotion is going to be. You can't really say. But
if you just take a minute and try to figure this out, you got to mentally get to them at a certain age.
It got to be a humiliation tactic. With
it's nothing.
So
and the
like,
disappointment.
It's nothing. It's nothing physical that you can do. You got to really tap into that mental side.
I might have to do something like tell my kid, like, all right, baby, put your bra on, your panties on, but we gonna have a conversation with, y'all butt naked right now since y'all decided to have it. Like, I got to do something like that. Like, come on, let's sit down all on the bed together.
Wrap that sheet around you and let's go.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
You know what? I'm gonna call your mama too. She coming over to have the conversation.
Exactly. Like we got to do something like that. Like,
it's gonna be a round table.
Since you want to have sex in the house, like, I can't beat it out of you, but we gonna have like the most uncomfortable sex conversation right now.
I told you about when my mom lightweight caught us, right?
Nah.
Call who?
Not us, but like
I'm about
caught
to say
me.
who. I ain't never been almost caught by nobody.
I got caught by the police one time
Dude, that's the most
Having sex in the
thing.
car?
in Fairfield.
In the car?
park. Yes.
Dude, I got caught.
Dude
by
knocked on
mine.
the window like, "What you doing?" Nothing. He was like, "Why your dick out?" I was,
Had to go to the bathroom.
he was like, "Put it away and get out the car."
Oh, what they do?
Didn't do nothing. He was like, "Bro, you can't be fucking in the park."
Oh, that's it. He gave you a pass.
Yeah, he gave me a pass.
Dude, I got caught in high school trying to get head in the basement.
Yeah, you told this story already.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though, like that ain't. I told that.
Nah, not on the podcast.
I was finna say,
You
man.
didn't?
I don't know.
Oh no.
I kind of feel like we just heard the story because you was like, I'm cool, I'm leaving.
Yeah, but nah, I ain't talked about it. I told him on the side.
Are you
It
sure?
don't matter though. But yeah, but I'm just saying it's just one of the most humiliating things you can deal with.
Can I ask you a question?
What's up?
As you telling this story about getting humiliated from getting caught getting head at your high school, is we gonna lose a listener because they gonna feel humiliated too when they hear this?
I ain't name dropping.
I know. I'm not saying you name dropping. I'm saying, like, is they gonna listen to this? Do you think there's a possibility they might hear this and be like, "I can't believe he said that"?
Nigga, that's life. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
I'm gonna be checking the DMs just to see.
Like I said, I ain't name dropping it. Now she told that story and then it got brought up. Like they like, damn, I ain't talking about you. That's just her.
Yeah, okay.
I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah. Who you get caught by? Mr. Cartwright?
Who?
Didn't we have a principal named Cartwright?
You talking about at school?
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, I ain't getting caught at school.
You just said in high school.
In
In the
high school, my
basement.
mom caught me in the basement. I ain't
there was
never got caught.
I thought there was a basement at school that you got caught in.
I ain't
That
never.
was my next question.
I ain't
Where
never
was the
got
basement
caught in
at?
high school.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
So mom walked in.
lightweight. Like, she came downstairs. Long story short, we was in the basement. I didn't think she could hear us, but
We
we
definitely already heard this story.
Nah.
We absolutely have.
All right, we'll trick it.
I'm interested.
Oh my gosh.
Tell me more.
She came downstairs in the basement, and well, I don't, man, Tip throwing off my mojo. Let's move on.
Just concentrate on me. Nah. That's it. I ain't never got outside the police. I ain't never got caught.
Yeah, nah, that ain't cool. But man, side note, dude. This week I went to a 40th birthday. It was kind of cool, man. It was like a casino thing.
Okay.
And then after a while, it kind of died down. But I was thinking, wow, I don't want to go home. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
You were having a good time.
nah, it wasn't even really necessarily a good time. Like, at that point, I was just people watching. Like, just chilling, just
I can people watch all day.
zoned out. Like, Tiff was like,
Yes.
so
don't
you ready
like
to go?
You don't like people watching?
Like could you go to like a mall and sit down and just watch people?
Yep.
Really? Now, are you the type of person that as you watch people, you make stories up for them?
No.
Okay, you
do that,
observe.
nigga?
I do that.
You be like, what you do?
Bro, I'm like the funnest date. Like, if
Oh,
I'm with somebody.
Cause you like if they're come walking down towards you and they talking, you act like you know their conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I've
I'm
seen-
that person.
I've
I
seen
seen that
people
on a
do that
movie.
before.
I'm
yeah.
like, look at them. He looked like he came from the stove, and I'll make up a whole side story for them, Clark Kent style. Like,
that is
I
funny.
ain't never went
I
that
enjoy
deep.
doing that.
I also just this is not about people watching, but I'd be wondering when people are driving, like where are you going?
Nah, I be like that when
When it's on a late night.
Nah, I be like that at Costco. Like, why
I'd be
y'all
like
so
that-
packed?
No, I'd be like,
y'all ain't got no jobs.
Why aren't you at work?
Yeah.
No,
it's
I feel that.
11 o'clock and it's packed. Now, why I'm in a line in Costco?
Sometimes I have to prevent myself from going too deep down the rabbit hole because I'll start thinking about like, I just met this person for 5 minutes. I wonder what his day was like before he got me. I wonder what he's gonna do when he leaves me. Like I'll get to
Where are you
really
going?
thinking about that. Like if you have you ever really thought of, like, have you ever been driving on the freeway and just thought about the fact that there's so many human beings on this earth that you drive with people every day, but they have completely different lives than you?
Yep.
Nah, I don't really care. I ain't gonna
I
front.
feel you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you just be looking, you be like,
This person has a whole life.
right.
That's fly.
And I just
you
randomly,
almost Mr. Miyagi, that fly.
I just randomly see this person today. But you'll be like, I'll never see this person again.
Never see this person again. Or when you see somebody that you see at a place that you frequent, like a doctor's office or the store, but when you see them in a different environment, you be like, why do I
Yes.
know you? And it doesn't click at first. And you
Yes.
have to really like go back and be like, you freaking work at Safeway.
Oh, nigga, it's a coach that I see all over the place. Chum coach. Mm-hmm. Like she had that same problem. Like I seen him. I only
Oh,
recognize
now you see him now all the time?
all the time. I only recognize him when he was coaching. I seen him at the gym. He'd nod, and I just be like, nigga, what up? Like, you know what I'm saying? I give him the like, hey, nigga. But at practice, I talk to him. And then I see him somewhere else with Tiff. He be like, hey, how y'all doing? I'll be like, who is that? She be like, the coach. I'll be like, oh, snap. I only recognize him in that setting. And then Tiff went to, the doctors?
He works there.
She went to the doctors, and she ignored him at the doctors.
nigga just
So he was
everywhere.
like, everywhere,
Everywhere.
blood. I'm like, where did this nigga come from? But yeah, I'm bad with that, dude. Like, I only recognize people in certain settings. Outside
in
of
their settings that,
that I'm used to seeing them in.
yeah.
Outside of that, in regular clothes, general pop.
Yeah, Bella's seen one of the gym people from daycare
Daycare.
at Target. She was like, "What's my gym teacher doing at Target?" Like,
Like, they have a life outside of you.
right.
I want to go back to this whole.
Hey, hold on, nigga. Before you jump in that,
I just want to say real quick that in the last episode, when you cut her off, and then you insisted on saying what you had to say, and then you was like, "Y'all got good memories. We're gonna come back to
but
her."
y'all know
We never
y'all,
went
hey,
back.
We never went back to
Hey,
her.
y'all know y'all cut me off though.
No.
'Cause I was talking about this 40th party.
No.
go ahead.
I thought you were
No,
done.
go ahead.
No, but go ahead.
You thought you said, "I thought why I don't
I-
want to go home." Then
Yeah.
was like, I'm just
I had
gonna
an
watch
epiphany
it.
that I didn't get to.
All right. Well, get to your epiphany then.
Man, I used it right.
Yeah. You,
Okay.
you-
So look, I had an epiphany. I was like, I don't want to go home because this ain't my norm. And then I was like,
Oh God!
this nigga about to go crazy over this fly. Dog, it's okay.
The fly is a little aggressive, but
Hey, ain't you Nigerian, nigga? Ain't y'all used to just flies swimming in your
No,
eyes
nigga,
and stuff?
I'm not, nigga.
You
That's a-
Americanized
That's a
Nigerian.
myth, nigga.
Okay.
And that's one of them poor countries like Ethiopia or some shit.
Hey, that fly hella slow though. That's a big fly.
It's a big fly.
it probably because it's been in here for a while and it's on its way down.
I almost got it though.
All right, but look, I was like, you know what? This what girls be talking about when they be talking about dates. I just want to do something different.
That was your epiphany.
Yeah. Think about it, nigga. Hold on. I'm gonna take you through y'all through a priest D mindset.
Okay.
So I'm sitting
Buckle
there.
up, everybody,
And this is why people say we're comedy.
because of him.
Nah, nigga, this real.
No,
So
give
look,
us-
I'm
give
sitting
us
there
the-
on the couch
yeah.
like,
Okay.
this is getting okay, but at home I'm gonna just go to sleep and watch TV. And I'm like, damn, why am I okay sitting here? I'm like, nigga, because this ain't my norm.
Having a conversation with yourself.
I do that. And then I said, this is not my norm. And I said, okay, I'm out of my norm and I'm kind of vibing with it. This would chicks be like, you don't need money to do things. We just want to let's get out. Let's just hold on, nigga. I see you catching on. They like, let's just get out. Let's just do something. And then I was like, damn. Yeah, me and Tiff active all the time. Like our weekends be booked. We be doing hella stuff with the kids, stuff like with our family members. But then I was like, I'm always trying to do something big. We talked about that before.
Right.
Like if I can't do it on a grand scale,
You
then
don't
I
wanna
just be
do it.
like, I don't want to do it. But my epiphany was like, just do something, break the normal.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I came up with was, damn it, going forward, we're going to have $20 Tuesdays.
You just came up with that right now?
No, I came up with
Because
that
today's Wednesday and we didn't do nothing yesterday.
because I wanted to wait for the
You wanna wait
podcast.
till the podcast to unveil it.
There you go. This nigga know me. So I was like,
Your family gotta wait and suffer through.
no, not the fam. I'm talking about just like a date night with Tiff.
Okay.
So and I
Tiff,
got got my nephew
Hello.
here, so I got a babysitter. I ain't got to worry about
$20
nothing.
Tuesday.
Well, they were already watching themselves.
Yeah, they can watch themselves, but we can really just have
Yeah.
$20 Tuesdays.
$20 Tuesdays.
Because she always say it's not about money.
No, she
Let's
do
just
say that.
let's be creative.
Let's put it to the test.
Let's put it to the test.
Yes.
So next Tuesday, we gonna have $20 Tuesdays. Whether that's going to a movie, whether that's hitting
Ooh,
a
and
bar.
you know, movies is only $6 on Tuesday.
That's why I said movies first. We gonna play the hell out of
Go to
movies.
Coin
too.
Op.
Go to Coin Op, hit the bar downtown Sac.
There's bingo up the street.
Well, you
Man,
know,
just,
I really like me some bingo.
Yeah.
man. But what
On
y'all,
Florida.
what y'all think
There's
about
bingo
that?
up the street?
Well, I think it's a great idea. You spending more time with your wife?
And $20.
We spend a lot of time together.
But in our normal vibe, that's the thing. I'm talking about outside the norm.
I'm with it.
That sound dope? You with it?
I'm all about it.
Boom. $20 Tuesdays.
$20 Tuesdays.
On Taco Tuesday.
Okay.
You know, Taco Tuesdays is only $1 too.
Yeah, but we on a meal prep, so need to get that together. That's another thing, dog. This gym life, I'm so up and down with it lately.
Yeah.
Like the past 2 months, I ain't been.
The
where I need to
kids.
be.
I blame the kids.
Why?
Because when they're not on schedule,
It throws y'all off.
it throws everybody off.
Yeah, they on that year
When
round.
they're not on routine, like,
I think y'all just have too high of standards
For what?
for y'all gym life. Like, I feel like y'all should just be happy with, we're going to go to the gym.
no.
And we're going to make healthier decisions. But
Yeah, that's the goal, nigga. You just gotta.
We're going to
keep,
go to the
You
gym
gotta keep
5,
doing
6
that.
days a week. Yes.
yeah, but see,
You gotta
that's-
stick with the
but that's
standard
y'all,
like that.
y'all like, we going, sometimes you just got to be happy with being active.
Nah, nigga. What's the point of being active if you ain't gonna do it all the way through? You could be
It's
active.
like,
You mean active just by, like,
You know what?
going for a walk?
Hey,
it's like, okay, it's
Hold
like
on.
with my bike rides, right? Like, I get in these places where I'm like, I don't want to do a bike ride unless I'm doing like an hour to an hour and a half on the bike.
with your helmet.
Right.
Why you wear that helmet?
Because it's safety.
Damn, nigga.
And it's the law.
Okay, go ahead.
Nigga, I might be 350, but if I get hit by a car, nigga, you gonna
said-
be podcasting at my funeral
He
or something.
said, why are you wearing a
It
helmet?
just don't. It just ain't cool. Like
Bruh.
you a cool. You got swag. Like you know what I'm saying. And you
Bruh.
throwing that helmet. It just
Hey, check this out, man.
put you in the rest of the category with the swagless people.
Well,
Swagless people.
I don't mind being swagless.
Okay.
Swagless and alive.
Hello.
All right.
Yeah.
could
But
dig
nah, but look though. What was I talking about?
That's not going to not taking the gym
Oh
so
yeah.
serious.
So I might say like I'm gonna ride my bike for an hour and a half every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I don't ride my bike for an hour and a half, I feel like hella depressed because I didn't meet my goal. And then eventually I fall off. But now I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just get on my bike and ride. And if I ride an hour, yay. If I ride 15 minutes, yay.
But what's the benefit? What's the point of you riding a bike?
I'm active.
But the thing is, though, you're not into wanting to change your physical physique.
I'm not into one to
So
change.
that's
my
why
physique.
our drive and goals are different.
But
Right.
you know what? It didn't like start off with me just wanting to change my physical physique though. It started off with me needing to get active, but really not caring. And then Tiff getting active. And then the fact that both of my parents died by the time I was like 34.
Right.
And just them not being making healthy decisions. I was like, man, I need to be there for my kids. So it started off with me just, Tiff want to get healthy. So I'm like, all right, let me just hop on that train with her. Nigga, 2 years ago, I was 130. And I got up to 190. Like, you know what I'm saying? So...
Hey, don't tell nobody 2 years ago.
Nigga, 2 years ago, I was 130, cuz.
Like, what was you doing, bro?
Man, crackhead Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
I couldn't hold weight, 140, dog. Now people think I'm like 200 and something. But nah, I was 130 and still thought I was a fly nigga.
I feel where Tiff is coming from, just in terms of like, if you do want to change your physique, then.
But what I'm saying, it didn't start off like that. It started off with me just doing it, and then you see changes, and then you go, and then you keep going, and then you keep going, and then you set goals.
But then to that, I would say that possibly the answer is thinking about all of your environments as opportunities to engage in a healthy lifestyle, right? Which means, like, if I can't go to the gym, do that mean that I don't exercise? Or does that mean I just get creative and figure out some other things to do? So I'm not going to make it to the gym today, but I'm going to do 100 squats in the room before I go to bed.
Nah, I feel like a failure if I don't go to the gym when I'm supposed to go.
But that's because you have defined exercising exclusively to leaving the house.
Yeah.
I don't do well working out at home.
You got to get you a P90X. I did P90X for 90 days. Dog. I think that might have been the healthiest I've ever been.
We did insane.
I did insanity.
Insanity.
And she at the time, I'm 140. I damn near dropped to 120. She was like, please stop. You're a grown man weighing 120. Please stop. Dog, people asking me, am I sick? I wasn't cool.
Yeah, I've never... I can't work out at home. Some people, it does work out well for them.
What's up with your weight journey as a female?
I'm just really tired of trying to get to my goal. It's like a never ending, like the song that never ends. Like, am I ever going to get there?
What's your goal? You know, they say the best way to get a goal is to tell a friend and then have regular check-ins. You have an opportunity to tell thousands of friends right now.
Well, I have two different goals.
Like that, huh?
I have two different goals. I have a weight goal.
Somebody might want to march with you.
And then I have a size goal. Whichever one comes first, I'm with.
Okay.
My
throw it out.
Weight goal is, did I say 145?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
145.
All right.
140, 145.
She ain't too far, dude. The problem...
And my size goal, I want to be like a 6, 8. I'll be cool with an 8.
Okay.
You know what it is, dog? Can I talk? Because
sure.
Every time I feel like I want to say something, she's looking at me like, you cut me off. But I feel like we both got the same problem, blood. We get to a certain point when we active, on point, and then you see them changes, then you start feeling fly, and then you be like, nigga, let's turn up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we drinking and we kicking it, and then next thing you know, we be like, God, dog, how do we end up back here? Both do that,
Not
too.
only that, but it's not so much that, but it's so much I let my environment control my moves and other people.
Get into that.
So the kids out of school.
Yeah.
It just completely messes up my whole schedule. Because normally when they go to school, they get up. I get up with them, obviously, send them on their way. And then I go straight to the gym from there.
So you're a routine person.
Very much so.
If I can develop a routine and stick to that routine, I'll be fine. But the minute something throws that routine off,
it throws it completely off.
And I be trying to tell her, like, won't you get them on your routine? Don't go to their routine. Have them on your routine.
I feel you, Tiff. I feel where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Thank God they're going back to school next week.
So what you finna do different?
I'm going to go to the gym consistently. And consistency is major key.
Hell yeah.
Like, consistency is everything.
I go without saying.
everything. But for me, like I don't have that body type where, you know how some women, they have a baby and they breastfeed and everything goes back to normal, like it never happened. That's not my story at all.
That good snapback. Huh?
Never had no snapback from none of my kids. You got it? The buzzing is real over there today.
Nice, straight.
I'm over here struggling.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Is it your phone? No.
I can't call it.
You good, dog. I don't even
right
pick
there.
up on the recording.
Right there. There you go.
This boy been having problems. He been having flies, microphone issues.
Man, I don't know what's going on, man. Is the house possessed?
It's good.
So I'll go in with you. I'll help keep you accountable.
Okay.
I like that what we did last year.
Oh, when y'all did the no drinking thing?
Hey, I posted that too. We went
Yeah.
30 days, no
And
drinking.
then what y'all do?
No, we went no drinking, no bread,
day 31.
no sugar, and then we got drunk.
Hey, did I tell you that I passed out from that shit?
Nah, for real?
I think
Right
I
now-
remember something about that because
Yeah.
you
Time
had
out.
to start eat. You weren't
Oh,
It
yeah,
was-
yeah,
your
yeah.
sugar
yeah,
was
yeah,
low or
yeah.
something,
Sugar
right?
was low.
Yeah, when I passed out on the airplane, nigga,
with the elevation and
I
stuff.
was sitting on the airplane. I was like, I'm not feeling good. I stood up and started walking in.
Dang.
Yeah, you did. I forgot all about that.
Because it was
They was
something.
like, does anybody is a doctor on the plane? Nigga, I damn near
Did
died.
they give you a Snicker?
Huh?
They give you a Snicker?
Nah, they gave me hella orange juice.
Dang, you was cool?
Yeah, I was cool afterwards, but I thought I was dead, nigga.
That's not funny,
Nigga, I
but
thought I was dead with a capital
Yeah,
D.
low sugar, trying to not eat sugar for 30 days.
Hey,
That's
but we
crazy.
can do it again, bro.
man, I just need to get once I get going. Like,
Blood, I cook
'Cause-
for her every week
yeah,
and she
he
don't eat it.
does. He does. So he
she
helps
wastes
me
it.
with that.
I like, let me help you. I'll meal prep for you. She don't eat it.
That's not true. I've been eating it lately.
Lately. Like, but it's been a couple of weeks where it
Pause,
just
but
get
don't
thrown
act
away.
like that you don't do the same thing.
Dog.
There's been plenty of times
I
where we-
eat 80% of it
There's been plenty of times where we have to throw away a whole lot of food.
once or twice, but
Once or-
it's
okay.
most of the time it's from your end not eating it. Like, I can't eat it all. I need help. I made it for both of us. Then you just be like, just toss it. I'm like, nigga.
Okay.
But it's cool though. I still love you. Hey, you know another thing I've been thinking, dog. You know how we talked about the report card, right? Tell me if this is both of y'all. Tell me if
I feel like we really do need a video component to this, so people can see the weird shit y'all do. That be having me over here like, what the fuck is going on?
Nah, I be always just looking at you and she's like, hello, I'm over here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I be directing all my questions to you like, hey yo dog, let me what you think about this? She like, you came up with something, I don't know, I'm over here. So let me ask y'all what y'all think about this. That you know how my report card was killed.
Yeah,
1.8
yeah,
average.
We remember. How could we forget?
Hey, I was thinking about
He
putting
showed
that.
his kids.
Oh yeah, I had a conversation
And
with my kid.
Janai was.
my little nephew had bad grades, and I'm helping him out a long way, but I just wanted to relate to him like, dude,
Right.
I didn't start off like this.
Yeah,
I didn't get all this overnight, and I just had that talk with him like, dude, look at this. He was like, God, dog, your grades are worse than mine. I'm like, I tried to tell you, like,
hey, and I'm gonna let you finish, but I just wanted to get this out.
All
That's
right, Kanye.
something that I wanted, that I was thinking about like we could talk about this week a little bit or touch on. It's just this idea like we've had some accomplishments, right? That some would say is not the norm for Black people,
yeah.
right? So how do we get it?
But that's what I was telling my nephew. Like, but hold on, let me get in what I was saying and what I was thinking about doing. Since I got it, I wanted to post that in my pool table room, like blow it up poster size and put
You
it
want
on
to just
there.
let everybody know you was a failure?
Nah, it's not about being a.
But it's not about being a failure. It's how you finish.
Yeah, it's not. It's
So
like how
you
you.
shitting on niggas? You like nigga?
Nah, it's just
Look
I
at
think.
the report card.
Look at me now.
Exactly.
Nah, it ain't even
No,
that.
that's a
Nah, I'm
But
about-
that's
shitting on
dope,
nigga
though.
move.
I'm about. Nah. Hold on. Look, I feel.
But that's his reality.
I feel
Because you
like.
want to look at this report card and think Okay,
like-
if you were to
Hey.
show somebody, look at this report
Hold
card
on.
now. What do you think they're doing with their life right now?
Hold on, look.
It wouldn't be this.
I had an epiphany.
Oh Lord!
Jesus.
Word of the day.
Nigga, you got you a word journal or something around here?
I'm trying to throw them out like you, dog. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna start using my words. They're gonna be wrong, and I need y'all to help me out because you know I
Or
got to
maybe
stutter
just
and
try
everything
use
else.
them right.
I'm trying to, but every once in a while, I'm gonna throw something out there wrong. But when you said listening to the podcast and the doc said looking at your report card, you shouldn't be where you at right now, and that's what made me think about it. Like I shouldn't, and most people ain't. So I was like, man, I should blow that up. Number one, it's a conversation piece. Two, right now in my life, I feel rich, not money wise, but like. Me personally, like you can't tell me I'm not rich.
Yeah.
Growing up, I always said I wanted a house, a sports car, get married young, and have a family. And I feel like I accomplished everything that I wanted to do growing up. Didn't know how I was gonna do it, but I said that's what I want to do. At this point in my life and where I'm at, I honestly feel like I'm rich. I can have $0 and be like, nigga, I'm good.
You know, it's interesting. That's why I always tell people I'm highly favored because
I feel like that too, bro.
I literally have no idea how I got here, bruh. Like I ain't told too many people this, but when I got arrested, after I got arrested in Texas, right, I came back home and I was like, I got 2 years. My lawyer said, I'm going to give you 2 years before we, get the conviction finalized, right? So I was like, I got 2 years to accomplish everything I'm accomplished. So my goal was to get promoted to a manager at Home Depot in that 2 year period, right? So now I'm working in Stockton, making $65,000 a year as a manager,
Okay.
and I get fired.
Dang. Why they fire you?
Hey, man, it was a whole bunch of different reasons, but this is how they did me. They did me so fucked up, right? Nigga worked on Friday, drove to L.A. Friday as soon as I got off work, drove to L.A., went and spent the day with my baby at Disneyland, right? Because I couldn't get the time off, right?
Yeah.
Got off, spent the day with her at Disneyland, then left hella early because I had to be at work at like 9 a.m.
You didn't even have to
on
go
Sunday.
back.
When I get to work on Sunday, this nigga is waiting for me. I'm like, nigga, you knew I was in LA. Like, you
coulda
could have
called me.
easily been like, bro, you're fired.
Right.
Yeah.
Come in tomorrow. Like, don't rush back. Nigga, I rushed back to my last paycheck, right?
Nah, they gotta collect all your stuff, dude.
Because here's the check, there's the door.
Right. So then, bruh, so now I'm unemployed. I got a mortgage to take care of everything, bruh. I'm going to school at Sac State, and I'm working for Quick Quack Car Wash, making
Quick
minimum
Quack?
wage.
Quick quack.
That
Quick
sound
Quack.
like a movie.
Quick Quack
Quick
Car
Quack.
Wash making minimum wage. And like, I had no idea how, like, I was at a point where I was thinking of quitting school because it was like,
Too
I
much.
need a job. Like, I just lost all this bread coming in, bruh. Like, I had no idea, bruh. My car got repossessed.
Dang.
I ended up having to buy like a $500 Toyota
Runner.
Tercel runner just to get me around. I had to move in my boy's house, stay in his extra spare bedroom.
With your family?
Nah, they moved to Vallejo. You know, you got to send the family
Go.
somewhere safe. And
you
not
figure it
everybody is cool with having husband come too. They be like, y'all can come. that
That nigga
nigga
gotta figure it out.
Exactly. Bruh. I just, like, at that moment, I was like, I have no idea how I'm going to get out this hole. Like, so I feel you where you coming from when you like, I have no idea how I got here, bruh. Outside of just being blessed and highly favored.
But I believe I'm all that. But before I even get into that, but what do you think about putting a report card as a poster right there?
I mean, for your reasons, I say go ahead, do it.
It ain't corny or nothing like that.
No, I would do it.
Very corny, but it's dope.
I would do it too, but I would do it because I want niggas to know I'm shitting on them.
It ain't even about shit.
That's why I said you got different reasons. Then
Yeah.
He's
I
a
just
stunner. He like the
okay.
stunt.
Yeah, I'm
I
anti.
want niggas to know, like, hey, you, because I'm gonna point to you every time. I'm be like 8 ball in the corner pocket right next to my report card.
Nah, it's just like, man, I just,
While you're playing on my pool table
I just
Exactly.
feel
in my home.
like, all BS aside, I feel truly blessed, dog, to be where I'm at right now, from where I came from.
You is blessed.
And I just and it's one thing for people to see you now, and then it's one thing for people to be like, damn, nigga, like, you really.
But it could
was
also be
bugging.
like an encouragement piece.
That too. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's another thing. When I was talking to my nephew and relating to him, I feel like it made us more relatable. Where he'd be like, because he was asking a question like, "Damn, oh, how you go like from getting bad grades like that to right now?" And I'm just telling him, "Blood, I had drive. Like, I knew I didn't want to be a bum, and how I personally say I got it is just asking people that had what I wanted."
Yeah, I think you can't underplay the role of mentorship, right? Like, if you want to get something in life, you got to be willing to go to people who already got it and ask it.
That's me all day.
And I think the other thing is you can't be afraid of failure, bro. You gotta be willing to fall down and then have the mentality, if I fall down, I'm gonna get back up, bro. Like, some people avoid falling down because they don't know that they have the ability to get back up.
I don't feel like anybody that is successful hasn't had
Exactly.
failures.
Yeah, like you said, man, like, people, I mean, we talked about it briefly, but we lived in a 1-bedroom apartment before this house for,
But don't nobody know that.
because niggas is happy. I still feel rich. Like, nigga, like,
Like, our kids don't even realize what we were doing.
My whole thing, like, Lord willing, I don't lose what I got. But if I do, like, I'm like, nigga, I'm going to get it back and more.
Well, I think you touch on a important component, right, which is sacrifice. So I tell people, like,
Bigger picture.
The key.
Hold on. Before you get into that sacrifice was to scare her off. But she said, cool. Because we had our first house, right? We bought a house, but I was straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm making cool money.
You never saw, I didn't
Look,
take you around there one day.
look.
You never saw the house. Let me
Look,
tell you.
it's-
That house, you see the entryway here and
That's
the
how
pool
wide it
table?
was.
No, the pool table area was the kitchen and the entryway was our living room. That's how big
Nigga,
our downstairs was.
1,600 square foot
The
house.
whole downstairs
4
space
bedrooms,
right here.
3.5 baths.
You're not impressing me.
That's big, nigga. That's cool.
Tight.
Hella tight.
Two bougie niggas, man.
No,
Like,
and you know how we be getting down, like, you know how we like to entertain and
two
kick it
bougie
and all that
niggas.
stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, we got, our backyard was probably like the size of that hallway right there.
nigga,
Literally, I'm not even
nigga,
playing.
And I could have stayed in there forever.
I'm sure you could have.
Dog, $1,100 mortgage, dog.
I was like, let's
My
go.
mortgage was like $800.
You have to evolve.
Yeah.
So she like, I need a bigger house. I said, all right, cool. If we get a bigger house, we gonna sell this. And how big you trying to get? She was like, I want this. I said, okay. That's gonna take at least a year and a half of us living in a 1-bedroom apartment and stacking. She said, let's do it. I said, oh, damn. I said, I'm gonna really do this. I'm gonna put the house on the market. She's like, let's go. I'm like, we gonna live in a hood. I said, we living in a straight up hood, like with the cheapest 1-bedroom apartment I can find. Let's go. I said, damn. All right, let's get it. And then I found somewhat of a.
I was about to say, I wasn't down with like the hood. I was
It
just
was
give
like-
me one hood.
It was like, put it like this. It was 7-Eleven on one. It was right across the street from
I
the
know exactly where
Right
it's
across
at.
the street from Kaiser.
right
know
across the street from the
exactly where
Kaiser.
it's
at. 7-Eleven and
7-Eleven, firehouse,
Yeah.
all on the same block.
Yeah.
Hella crackheads roaming and
Hella.
everything.
I know exactly.
People in the hallway sleeping.
But that's the whole point, right? You know, like the biggest blessing I had in my life, I spent 3 years interning for free for the city of Sacramento. And people ask me, like, why was you doing it? And I was like, bruh, because I understood that success is not always measured in dollars and cents.
Yeah.
Sometimes success is measured in you being humble enough to take those lessons that require sacrifice, bruh. So for me, the sacrifice was, hey, you go in here and you put forth 100% and you working like you a regular employee, but you're not getting paid. You know what I mean? But the lessons that I learned or the relationships that I build from that, right? Or for y'all, it was like, we gonna downsize to a 1 bedroom so that we can get what we want. Some people don't know how to sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
They're not willing to give up.
I got something to say on top of that too. Like the job that I currently got, it wasn't supposed to be for people that don't know how to work the outside. So I asked, once again, I went up to somebody and was like, how can I get in position to put myself to get pulled from interviews to do this job? He was like, you know what? He was like, the best thing I could think of is you calling up all these yards and saying, can I shadow somebody? He was like, and do it every weekend until you get hired. And I was like,
on your own time.
He was like, on your own time. He was like, every weekend. If you off, he said weekends. He was like, just show your face and just tell them you want to learn it. I did that for like 4 months, dog. Damn near every weekend, just doing that. And then it came down to them hiring. They was like, my name was out there. They was like, yeah, you the kid that be doing all that. Yeah, man. So what did you learn? And I could tell them what I learned about the job and what's going on. And then from there, they was like, you know what? I'm going to give you a chance because I see you hungry for it.
Because it's all about the sacrifice, bro. It's all about people. You know, it's crazy because what people really want to see in you is they want to see values that they feel like is going to benefit their company, right? And you showing up, volunteering your own time, being away from your family,
Showing
right?
how serious you are.
Exactly, bro. So I'm going to trust you with the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah, they was like, so how long you been doing this? I was like, 5 months. Every weekend? Damn near, yeah. And it's like, get this nigga the job.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
because you hella weren't qualified for that job. Dude, when
Dang,
he
you
first
just gonna
got
throw
that
that
job,
out, huh?
no, he was so stressed out when he
throw
first
that
got
out.
that job.
he not qualified to be your husband. Like we still trying to figure out how he pulled you. You was the first high wage job he got. He was like, yeah, I got tiff, nigga.
I am so easy, breezy.
Beautiful summer girl.
Like I'm easy.
That's why he got $20 Tuesdays.
$20 Tuesdays. There you go.
Yeah, I might.
Yeah, I'm
I
like,
might
let's
do.
go.
Mine might be $40 Tuesdays though.
Bougie nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
I was gonna say it ain't because of my wife either. It ain't because of her, nigga. It's because of me, bro.
Nigga could not just stick
I
to
gotta
the
be
script.
having problems, bro.
So maybe you should do $20.
Try it.
man.
Try it.
I got. You know what I'm saying.
You'll be surprised.
Nah, that's one thing I do love about Tip though, dog. Like, nigga, it mainly be me just not stepping up. She hella easy. Take her anywhere. All she want is a burger,
Hey,
I'm a cheap date.
fries.
I feel like Nicole ain't a burger.
Or if
eater.
I be like, we just can't do it. All right, cool. Let me know when we can. I'll be like,
But
my
I
nigga.
just, yeah. I'm like you in the sense of like, if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it.
Yeah, that's me. Like, let
Big.
me do it. Let me do it the way I want to do it. Like, I don't want to always do the bootleg version.
Exactly.
But
Nah,
she
I
like,
feel-
I take the bootleg version. I'm like, nigga.
It's not so much the bootleg version. You guys just be overthinking everything all the time.
Nah,
I'm an overthinker.
I am too.
When I'm in the bed, I be feeling like when I'm in the bed, I be overthinking my strokes.
Get into that. Get into that.
No, I'm serious. Like I be like 2-3 moves in my head.
Oh my
I be playing.
God.
it
You
out.
got 2-3 moves?
You
Are
mean
you like
playing chess when you get
That's all I'm
busy?
gonna say. Are you 2-3 steps ahead, or
Yeah,
you
I
got
am.
2-3
I am though.
Oh my God.
Like I be sitting here. I be sitting there like, okay.
after
I'm
this
I'm
third
about to-
swervel? I'm about to jack her up and just
It ain't even that. It's
What?
like I want to do this move to get her to that space. So let me do this move first, cause this move gonna get her here, and then let me do that move, cause that move gonna get her there.
okay.
And then I'm gonna do that final move to
The
get
finisher?
to get her to that place. But then when I get her to that place, I be like, how long can I keep her in the place? Then I'd be like, okay, let me do this, and then some
But
days
are you
I'm
enjoying
just
it while you're doing all that thinking? And...
yeah, I am though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some days I just be on experiment days. She be mad at me, but some days I just be like, I'm gonna just do random ass shit just to see, just for some experiment. You know what I mean?
Hey, I tried to do something random and she laughed, dude.
What you trying to do?
Like one time she said something, I said, shut the fuck up. Tried to be sexy gangster, nigga. Like, shut the fuck. She was like, she started cracking up.
I
I'm
couldn't
like,
stop laughing.
I'm like, dude, you messing up. I'm trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, like thug nigga, give you some thug passion, and she just like cracking up. I'm like, moment over. Like now I'm scared to try to do something different, dog. Cause
You were laughing too because it was funny.
no, because you made me laugh. But I'm just saying, I was trying to be serious
I
though.
think the only time, or the last time I got laughed at, was when I had to get butt naked in the car.
I wasn't laughing at him. It was just
Nah,
funny.
It just throw off my mood. Like I'm
It
gonna
do.
do something random and
It
something
do.
she ain't gonna be ready for, but it's gonna be sexy.
It
Like
do,
she like,
bruh.
ooh, shut the fuck up.
Like I
Like-
told her, I was like, hey, take off all your clothes. We had just hit El Grove Boulevard. I said, get butt naked
In the car?
in the car.
You like the car.
That's sexy.
And then I got butt naked.
In the car? While you were driving?
Time out, nigga. Hold on. I wasn't ready for that.
I was trying,
that
I was trying some new
completely-
shit. I was
You were
trying some-
driving, nigga?
Yes, nigga.
Is you in a Tesla, nigga? You got autopilot?
He had the breakaway pants.
How did you get naked,
I
nigga?
was trying some new shit, nigga. It was a stoplight, nigga. It was on pause, nigga. I threw him in the back seat, nigga.
Okay. I'm
Daughter
with
got in
you.
the car the next day. Was like, why? Oh, y'all closed in the back seat.
Oh my god.
Did it play out right? Like,
No,
what,
it didn't
okay,
play
where the
out
laugh
right,
come?
nigga.
She was like, why is you naked driving? Like, this is not cool?
No, he
'Cause-
told her to get naked.
I know,
Yeah.
but he ended up naked. I'm like, where did the laughter come at?
The laughter came
Because
from.
I'm laughing now, but was that the funny part?
We was sitting in the car, butt naked, driving down El Grove Boulevard.
You just okay. You didn't have no follow up game after that.
I did. I was like, to spread your legs. And
Yeah,
I started playing with the pussy, and she just started laughing at me like.
this ain't right. This like you doing too
I was
much.
like, why you laughing at me? She was like, because we're driving down Elk Grove Boulevard, butt ass naked. Like,
okay.
like, nigga, why you think I'm laughing at you?
That is
Nigga,
pretty
Hey,
funny.
man, like,
you
hey,
guys,
you-
you did it too soon. You should have did it when you
shoulda.
hit
You
big
try,
corn.
Look, you try to do something random, try to do something
I tried to
exciting,
be-
try to
yeah.
switch it up,
But
and they
that
laugh
just
at
because we
you.
laugh doesn't mean that
Then it
it's
was
not
just,
cool.
then it was just
man,
hella
like,
funny because
you know-
we had to get in the house.
And how much fun was
Hey,
that?
no, look, this my
Hey,
thing.
getting in the house was hella fun.
That's
I
what
was
I'm
just hella worried
saying.
that y'all was
Hey.
gonna drive past. I was like, please don't let them drive
Wait a
past.
minute, you guys didn't go in the garage?
No, because I was in my car. So we had to get out. We had to get out, butt ass naked,
Hey, they gangster with it.
and run in the house.
I'm gonna put my clothes back on.
Nigga,
Cause y'all gotta
Hey.
unlock the door. Oh no, y'all can go to
No,
the
we went to
garage.
the garage, but anybody
Your
who
neighbor saw you.
anybody who's seen us, nigga, you know the light
Hey.
come on in the garage. Big ass, naked ass nigga. One,
Your neighbor
running through-
saw you.
Hey, I just said fuck it. I was like, nigga, y'all
You
gonna
didn't
see
care.
this, nigga.
Hey, but what women don't understand is, like, that took a lot of courage. There you go. I'm trying to use my words. That
Said
took a lot.
encourage.
That took a lot of
I'm,
courage.
nigga, I'm trying to come on now. Just correct me and
Now
let's
you
move
know,
on.
That took a lot of courage.
Just correct me. Hey,
Yeah, no,
hey,
we
what
got
happened? What happened this weekend? I tried to use my word with Tehran, and I was like, man, it's a lot of context. He was like, content, but go ahead. I was like, content. Come on, man, I'm trying, man. Y'all getting on me, dog. So look, it took a lot of courage for us to get out of our norm and try something new, and then to get
Why
laughed
does it
at.
have to take so much courage? We have been
Because-
banging for 19 years, and
Don't-
you still feel a certain kind of way.
Because you still want to impress your girl. You still want to let them know that I'm that nigga.
Hey, speaking
It's a
of,
reason why
of
you
banging for
choose.
19 years. I ain't trying to get off in y'all marriage,
Let's
but
talk
I'm
about
just
it.
curious, man. Like where we at on the hygiene down under?
What?
Huh?
You know what I mean? Like, okay, look,
Hold
I'm
on,
just,
nigga.
can I just put it? I'm gonna just put
I'm
it.
manscaped, nigga.
Are you
Is that what we
talking
talking
about
about?
Yeah, I manscaped too.
I'm
bro.
manscaped, dog. Like
Yeah, I bought a
can't-
whole kit and everything.
Nigga, I got-
can't wait till it come in.
She pointing at me because I'm like, I
He
got
does
one.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just
Nigga,
making,
I
I'm just
get-
making sure I ain't the only one with
Listen,
smooth
nah, I
balls
walk-
around
no,
here.
I
Nah,
walked
nigga, I don't
into-
go porn style. Like, you go porn? You go all the way?
Oh yeah, I got smooth balls.
I don't go porn. I give it.
Listen,
hey, I give it a
listen.
cool little taper, dog. Like, I
Listen,
gotta have.
he was on
And then I
the.
put a little deodorant on it because she liked the way the deodorant smells.
Oh dang,
So
you gangster with
I
it,
put a little
dog.
toot toot. She be like,
I don't put no deal on it,
It
dog. I'm-
smell lovely and
nah.
fresh. I be like, yeah.
What kind of deodorant you use?
Degree. Sometimes I use the
What's that
strong
burn?
stuff.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. That
That'll
breaks
break you out.
That break out my armpits because I'm a
You
dove
got that
kid.
African
Yeah,
skin.
you do, nigga. This nigga.
whatever it is.
You put it on your balls, like you just
Not
slide
on
it.
my balls, nigga, but I just put it in the general area so that, you know what I mean?
Where you put it? I need to know.
When I get some love and affection, you feel me? It's like
That ain't gonna
it's
break
like a
her out,
rose
nigga.
garden.
Yeah, you don't need to know none of that.
No,
where to
I'm
place
saying
deodorant.
like I'm curious though. Like, where's the general area?
I put it right above the pipe.
Oh, okay. So you put it like under the belly button.
Yeah, just right
Oh,
above
okay.
the pipe. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I never done that, but I can get. I can get.
I think of it as like an air freshener. You know
Yeah,
how sometimes
I'm
you
with
put
that.
an air
Why don't you just get
freshener.
some body spray?
That's kind of like how some chicks put deodorant under their boobs.
You put body spray.
No,
Well,
we
first
do
of all,
that.
I don't like body
we do
spray.
that so that it sweats and stuff. Like that's why, but not for what he's talking about.
I'm just saying.
Why don't you like body spray?
Huh? Because
Not cologne.
No,
body
I understand.
Spray.
I just don't like body spray.
So you just rather put some
The
deodorant on
degree
your
is
balls?
strong.
The
Nigga, that's
the
48
degree-
hours long.
Look, the degree smell.
When you get hot, it turns up.
Hello. Tell the
So
truth.
he was on the toilet manscaping, and
Uh-oh.
I walked in on him, and it was just so awkward.
Yeah, I don't like that, dog. Like
I was
that's
well,
like
this
an
is
awkward
awkward.
like.
She manscaped me one time, and it
He
felt
won't even
awkward.
let me do it.
Because she was like, I was like, nah, put my pee down. Like,
That ain't cool.
nigga, you
I've
just-
Hold it right.
offered-
Hold it like a man. Like you know what I'm saying. Hold it not like a man, but hold it like how you should hold it.
Then she was
I
like, lift your
offered-
legs up. I got to get your butt cracked too. I said, nah, you ain't got to get shit, nigga.
I offered, but he's like,
I
not
asked you
feeling it.
one time and you said no. And I was like, I never ask again.
Damn, how this conversation take a turn?
Hey, you know what? I think a
I
lot.
do want to get a Brazilian one time.
Oh, I'm cool.
So I've done that before.
I'm cool. Hey, hold on. Before you get in that, I think our neighbor seen us getting busy. Because we ain't Brazilian. I'm with you. But we ain't got no curtains. We just. And she gave me a complex, dog. Did I say it right? I didn't say it right. There you go. She gave me a complex,
So
dog.
just
Like,
maybe
what?
just stop interrupting.
No, because it's conversation. It happens in conversation. Now I'm
Okay.
scared to say anything. But anyway, dog, we just got curtains in our room. But prior to that, we'd just be walking around and just be like, oh,
You know
snap.
why you might have a conflict? Because what you interrupted me to say could have waited till after I
No,
finished saying what I was saying.
because then I got to jump back. But go ahead. Brazilian wax.
I've gotten that.
And we ain't got it in our bathroom either. Nah, I'm just messing with you.
They definitely see me taking shots. Because at some point I was like, I don't even care no more until we
Yeah,
do some
dog.
covering up there.
It's just
So then I had to get my mop to stew it
feel
on.
free.
You know, hey, you got to be confident in your body. I don't be caring.
But go ahead. Talk about that Brazilian wax.
wax.
They're horrible. Like I don't never have to do it again. I never will do it again.
Yeah.
What
It
do
hurts.
what do they wax?
They wax your
Everything,
whole
bruh.
everything from front to back.
I'm kind of
cool.
over the shaved vagina too. I ain't even gonna lie.
I don't need a shave. I just need a taper.
That's why.
cuz.
So I did it, and he did not even respond. Like, and I'm like, I am never doing this again.
Yeah,
It's not worth it.
I'm good.
Nah, I'm like
When I was in my 20s, it was fun. It was like, ooh,
my whole thing is
You like 70s Bush?
I'm
that
okay.
Tito Jackson.
I'm okay with a 70s.
You're okay with a
werewolf.
bush?
You cool with a
I'm okay with a 70s werewolf.
the Berkeley Bush?
Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the hippie
dog.
vibe.
Nah,
Really?
Yeah.
I need
even
I
though-
need that mug tang.
I'm
dog.
even no.
You,
Well,
you gotta have that.
that,
You gotta have that. Nah, man, I need a tang.
look,
Cause
I'm very so when I'm out with her, right? And she in her Sunday or Saturday's finest, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want her to look
Saturday
her best
finest.
to me, which also includes like you need to have your legs shaved, under your arms, whoop whoop. But if we didn't have to go out, or if it's wintertime and she wearing long sleeve, long pants, bruh, she can go full hippie.
you like that Monique, huh?
Ooh, Monique had really hairy legs.
I don't even know who.
The comedian.
Monique.
She don't shave her legs.
She do now.
You do that?
I don't need it white girl hairy.
I never mess with white girls. White girl. White girls be having hairy bushes?
Bruh,
Nah, all white girls, nigga.
man,
How many white girls you mess with?
and go for days.
How many white girls you mess with? And did they have a cat?
Just a couple, man, but let's not talk about that. Man, you tripping, man. I had a white girl ask me to marry her one time.
For real?
Wow.
How long you was messing with her? How long you
You
was
probably
ghosting?
tried a couple of tricks on her.
Bruh, I only hit a couple times.
And she said,
Yeah,
"We-
but
was
you
she,
were
hold on, was
very-
she rich?
Well, she didn't ask me to marry her. It was just like this, bruh. Like, I had hit a couple times, and then I took my cousin E to her house for a little get down. And my cousin E was like, so you know what I'm saying, woo, woo, with my cousin. She was like, yeah. She was like, I hope your cousin really marry me. And my cousin was like, whatever. And she looked at me and was like, nah, I'm serious. I'd love to be your wife. I was like, nah.
You took that as a proposal?
Yeah. I was like, we can't come back over here no more.
Done deal. You done shot yourself in the foot.
I was
What
like,
you didn't know.
I was like, nah, buddy, man, we can't do that.
All right. Well, this is ending here. Done with you. Yeah, I can't get with the 70s bush either.
Yeah, nah, tame that.
Yeah.
Somebody else.
Hey, so we had a good space, man. I just want to shout out the book club. I just want to shout out the book we reading.
Hey, shout out to our homeboy Larry. He just hit us up right now on our site.
Oh, serious?
Larry Hayes, yeah. He said, what's the name of the book?
Oh, hold on. I got to pull up my Kindle real quick. The name.
Help the name because Brandon tried to pronounce it.
Oh, dude, people.
And butchered it.
Hey, I heard him and I was like, man, I hope he never does that again.
Hold on, let me say it. I got it. It's hold on, don't say it, nigga. To Nahashi Coates.
Yeah, Ta-Nehisi Coates. Between a World and Me. I just
tag him in it right now.
I want to just say real quick, we ain't gonna get into it today. We're gonna get into it a couple weeks. I hope y'all got the book. I hope y'all reading the book. Priest D hit me up randomly this week talking about bruh.
We ain't supposed to do that. Hey, that's one code we broke. But
he was talking about bruh. So we just giving y'all this reminder. I'm gonna give y'all one quote, and the reason why I'm giving y'all one quote today is because of one of the listeners. They sent us a nice little lovely message, you know what I mean? So I just wanted to drop a line on her. This is how we lose our softness. That's all I'm gonna say. That's a quote from the book. This is how we lose our softness. You gotta stay tuned in order to get through. You gotta tune in on the book review episode to get the rest of what I'm gonna say about it.
Man, you got me wanting to say what I talked to you about.
Man,
though,
don't say it though. Hold it in. Hold it in.
Hold it.
Hey, did it make sense of what I was saying though?
It made sense.
So
did that quote I sent you afterwards make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, bro.
Man, I want to talk about the book hella bad.
We got some fire for y'all. You know what I mean? Black men read. Black women watch TV.
Yeah. You ain't reading the book too?
I am gonna read it.
I'm gonna be done with it.
I'm gonna read it on the plane.
You're not gonna finish that book on the plane.
I'm not gonna lie, Tiff. It's only 150 pages.
That's why I said.
But nah, it's deep though, dog.
But,
like I gotta read it slow.
Yeah.
How he making it seem like
It ain't, dog. It's a challenging book. Am I tripping, or is it a challenging book? You can't just read it. You can't. You gotta sit there and really analyze.
Read it like you did Pimp.
Nah, you gotta
really.
Take your
so
time
then, why are we not giving the people longer time to read it?
I mean,
because it's a month.
A
like,
month is
a month
time.
is a month.
Yeah,
you can read 150 pages in a month, like in two weeks.
But
at the same time, it's still one of the most challenging books I've read.
Yeah.
Like I'm sitting there like, hold on, let me go back a couple pages. I think I missed something. Read it again.
I don't know what that is.
Dude, it's something weird today, dog.
I hear it. You don't hear that?
Yeah, keep it pushing.
I have no idea what's going on between the fly, the buzzing, and now the
Sound like an airplane.
But yeah, nah, this is one of them books where it's like bruh is using them words that Priest D be saying I be using all the time.
You're gonna have to have a dictionary.
Yes.
I feel like you don't necessarily need a dictionary.
Nigga, because you a big word user.
Are you saying that you should be able to figure out what the word means?
I've been Googling
words.
Yes.
I
ain't gonna front. I got my phone, make sure it's charged, and I'm putting in words because I don't want that word to mean something. I missed a whole something that it could be related to. 9 times out of 10 it ain't, but I still want to know what I'm reading.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, I'm just taking my time with it. Like, what's the point of rushing it?
It's one. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we talk about it book time. But I can say they've been getting on your head about Cat. Boy, I told you he was doing something.
People too? I've been getting people too.
Man, I'm getting texts And
They're
I'm
like,
getting and the DMs.
he's tripping.
He's bugging.
I don't care what none of y'all
Cap
gotta
is
say.
active.
I don't care what none of y'all
They
have
like
to say.
tell him to go to
And
.org.
I
Tell
ain't
him
going
check
to
this
nowhere.
out. He was in Oakland Tech last
And
year.
they're like, he never stopped getting paid.
He never stopped
This
getting
is
paid from Nike.
contract.
This is a new This
First
is a
of
new
all,
campaign. Like he has no
I
clue
don't care
what
what none
he's
of them
talking
have to say.
about.
Listen,
The people have spoken.
the people ain't spoke nothing.
People
Dr.
have
IJ
spoken.
has spoken. Now, how
I
about
was
that?
like, and they was like, man, you was right. I know you
know
didn't have the
what?
facts,
I'm-
but he been
you know,
active.
I'm not feeling the love, and I'm glad you brought that
Not
up.
with that
Because
cap.
you was wrong, cuz you was
No,
wrong.
no, it ain't
Sometimes you
even-
got to admit when you're
It ain't
wrong.
even just the cap part. Sometimes I be feeling like people just be out there listening to the podcast just to hear what I got to say, and then they be pouncing on me, bruh.
Nah.
You know,
This is the first time I've heard like
this-
you're
I feel
tripping.
like I've
Yeah,
gotten the most hate mail.
Hell nah. You be catching the most love.
I feel like I be getting the most haymakers thrown at
Nah,
my
brother.
head.
I disagree.
Maybe it's because you use big words.
Nah. What else? What else has somebody said about you?
I don't know.
It's just this cap thing that they weren't feeling you.
Yeah. But everything else.
They were
is
like,
Well,
you
good
were
money.
wrong.
You know what? I ain't forget them then. I ain't got to defend myself. I feel like I was correct.
Nah.
You weren't though. That's the thing.
Not at all. And sometimes you just have to admit when you're
Take
wrong.
that L.
Yeah, take it.
That's how y'all feel.
Take 2 steps back. It's
Y'all
okay.
y'all not gonna have my back. Right?
Nah, because you was wrong.
We didn't
when
have your
debating
back
with me.
when we talked about it last week.
I guess y'all didn't. Now that I think about it, y'all switched up on me then.
It wasn't. You were just wrong.
Okay.
Dude, I got a debate with one of my family members, dog, about the younger generation coming in there tripping. I told y'all about this. I didn't say it on air, huh? Basically, the younger generation, we had a family get together. And the younger generation, like when I say younger generation, I mean like the 19, 20, between 19 and
Is this a long?
no, no, it ain't.
It could be. It could turn into a long discussion. Cause I already know what you're gonna say.
Look, okay,
Cause I kind of feel like we was about to wrap it up.
nah, trick that. Let me
I
get.
thought
Let
we
me
were
get.
getting ready to transition to questions, but I
Yeah.
do
Let me
want
Get this. Let me get this off.
Yeah, I
Hold
wanna
on.
hear it.
So
Yeah.
look, so the younger generation, 19 to 23, we had a family get together, and they came in the house, blood smelling like a gang of weed, blood. And I'm like, y'all come. And as soon as they came in there, I smelled it across the room, and I'm mugging them like, nigga, it's your problem. And then they didn't even come in the room. They just stayed in there with the little kids. I'm talking about the 6 and 9 and all them. And then so the next day, I'm talking to a family member. I'm like, yo, man. I went to another cousin because I'm an OG. You feel me? Like they look at me like I'm damn near a grandpa. So I went to another cousin that's in the mid range between us and them. And I said, yo, they look up to you. So you got to set the example and let them little niggas know that this ain't cool. Because if I check them, it's going to come out like an old man. They seen my face and they already knew what's up. And he was like, yeah, they was talking about that. They was like, they seen you and they was like, I ain't fooling with Unc because he looked like he ready to go off on us. And I said, so they know that. And that's why they didn't come in here. But it's your job to give them the reason why. I said, they knew they was coming over here. It's going to be a lot of uncles, aunties, everybody else that feel that that's a disrespect. They look at weed like crack, and they know that coming in. So why would you come in smelling like hella weed? Another cousin jumped in and was like, this is not your house. This ain't got nothing to do with you. When you smoked weed before, you did this, you been drinking and you been doing. I'm like, nigga, that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. They flipped the whole script as if I'm arguing with them trying to run their household because it happened in their house. I'm like, that one has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful of how you put your morals and values on other people, especially when you in their house. But I think your mistake was trying to shirk your responsibilities as a quote unquote OG. Like you trying to tell the next man to go do what you should have went and did.
I feel he would have a bigger impact, and he felt the same way.
I feel like he.
But if they
wouldn't-
had enough respect not to even try and come to you because they knew that you were gonna be bothered, then you should have been the one to been like, y'all tripping.
All right, I get that.
I feel like they wouldn't have understood the reason why you thought it was disrespectful without you telling them.
The
Right?
reason why I didn't want to tell them right then and there, because I would have went smooth off. So this is the following day, and they wasn't there.
I understand it's the following day, but the following day, after you had calmed down, you still told the other cousin, like, you go handle this for me.
Because he was going to be with him, and I wasn't.
Yeah, but I just still feel like I just feel like you.
I should have handled it.
If
Yeah.
you're
I'm with y'all.
proclaiming yourself
Like,
to be an elder,
No, I'm with y'all.
handle
I'm
that.
listening. So, I mean, next time I'm
And
approaching
then
this
he
situation.
could have followed up.
Because
Yeah.
he not going to, what he going to say is this: hey, y'all can't be doing that because, Uncle Brandon was tripping.
Yeah.
But he not gonna make it seem like what they did was wrong as much as he gonna make it seem like
You were tripping.
you was just tripping off of them doing it. So
Yeah.
in their mind, oh well, we just not gonna do it around him.
Okay.
And
You
that's
feel
not
me?
the point.
Yeah.
Versus you actually being able to say like, no, this is why I was upset. It has nothing to do with me per se.
It was a teaching moment.
Exactly.
All right, I get y'all.
Yeah. So
I dropped the ball.
You failed.
Yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm a young OG. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, and then part of that is just like you remember when you was that age, right? Like you're not gonna alienate yourself from your younger cousins.
Yeah.
So when somebody tell you to say something, you're gonna say it to them in a way that still allow you to be in good with them.
Yeah, I could dig it.
Yeah.
All right. So what's up, man? Y'all want to get in questions? Tiff you up?
Are you done?
Not
Good.
gonna answer it. I say you up. Are you done?
Okay. This one says, do you have a different persona when
Give it
you...
a name. Give it a name, not a fake name.
No. Do you have a
Boring.
different persona when you're around different groups of people, especially Dr. IJ? Because he's a professor. Is he all Bay Area, even in the classroom, professional settings? I'll say, yeah, he was playing. He scared the people off when he first met him playing that Bay music.
Hey, before he get into his deep thing, let me get mine. I'm gonna say yes,
You absolutely do.
cause I can get around my dudes. Niggas fly.
Nigga this, nigga that.
Everything be a whole new cat just
Cousin.
off the rip. Like it's just a whole new dude. And then I can get around my kids. It's no cussing in my house. It's no.
They've never even heard us say a bad word.
It's
before.
none of that. It's like get around my kids. Hold another example. Get around my elders, out of respect. Like I'm gonna just. It ain't even a thought. And then as soon as a nigga sig on me, oh nigga, you trying to sig? Oh stupid. Like it's gonna go. It's just your environment. I think my environment predicts. I'm the same person. It ain't like no following stuff. But
At work, you be cussing them out.
at work, I go off on my employees. But yeah, it's just the environment that you in. So I can say it sometimes change.
It
I'ma
definitely changes.
I'm gonna say yes.
I'm going to say no. Mine doesn't. I'm the same with everybody.
I'm the same with everybody. I show everybody respect, but you
I ain't
just
talking
might,
about respect, but how you just broke down every different group,
yeah.
that's not my story. I'm pretty consistent all the way around.
Okay.
Like, no, I don't cuss in any group I'm in.
I ain't no big cusser though.
You are, depending on who you're around.
I ain't no big cusser.
Okay.
I ain't be cussing on this.
That's because your auntie listening and you're scared.
Go ahead, dog. Go ahead, dog.
yeah, I think the answer is most definitely yeah. But I would also say I try to be as close to the version as I present on this podcast when I'm at work as possible. But I also understand, like, I work
What's
with
that?
I didn't want to say nothing, but I was gonna say something. I didn't want to cut him off. But I was gonna say, do you think I'm a different person?
No, I think you're the same person and just your
Language.
language and yeah, that changes.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like when you black,
Do
especially,
you think I'm giving them the real on this
I
podcast?
appreciate that.
I just wanted to be rude and cut you off, but that's a real question.
It does
But
say.
do you think I'm being real with this podcast?
I
Do you
don't
think
even
this is
wanna
real
answer no
me?
more.
I'm pointing at her.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Doc. I was just playing. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
and that brings me back to a question.
Nah,
I wanna
nigga.
ask you.
No, nigga, hold on. Your persona.
I'm gonna tell her.
Oh,
Say
okay.
that, but I'm just letting her know I got a question for her. But nah, I feel like when you're a black man in America, you got to be very conscious about what you allow white folks to see, right?
I agree too.
And so you can't just, in certain settings, you can't just be your most authentic self, because that's gonna get interpreted in ways that could possibly cost you your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like angry black man.
If not
or
cost you your job. So
aggressive.
I'm very conscious about how to be authentic when I'm at work, while also like patty caking these white folks' ego and making sure that they are comfortable around me, because I understand that the minute that they become uncomfortable around me, right now, that's hindering my ability to be a provider. But when I'm in that classroom, like, yeah, I'm about as much
That's your domain.
right as I could be, because I don't have to worry about an overseer looking through that process.
But also, I would say that you have to somewhat overdo it, because you're teaching people on how to deal with minorities. So you got to be the most minority.
No,
You don't think so?
no, that's a bad strategy,
Why would it be?
because at that moment you're feeding into their stereotypes of what
Not
black
feed.
people
Not
is.
okay. I wouldn't say overdo it, but give them some type of you.
No, because first of all, they got to understand that we exist on a spectrum. So they can't see my version of blackness and assume that that's what they're gonna
Everybody.
get.
Everybody's
Right.
gonna be like you.
Like, they got to understand that there's different types of blackness. But what I do is I force
That's
my
right.
students to adapt to me and to my style of teaching. Now, because I really feel like my style of teaching is born out of both Christianity and the principles that have been passed on from our ancestors, right, that really focus on community. When I'm in that space with them, whereas on day one they might be like, damn, like this dude don't talk like we expect a professor to talk. By the end of the quarter, they like, man, we love you because you the realest teacher that we didn't have. You feel me? Because
and they 100 with him.
exactly, like, for me, it's no point in lying to them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna
dope.
just leave it to you to how it is. So, but yeah, to answer, our listeners' question, I do.
So how you around your boys?
I would say when I come over here, I have a certain persona where I really be coming over here sometimes trying not to be noticed. And then,
You
unfortunately,
do be dipping out, and we be like,
yeah, unfortunately, I have a friend that just won't let me be in the background. I could be sitting here on the couch, dog.
"Hey, y'all, he a doctor. He a
This
real
nigga
doctor."
over here be like, nigga, I'm sitting on the couch in my
Man.
own
But how can
little
you say that you
space.
come over here being
Hey.
unseen? Like, everybody that comes over here, you engage in a conversation with them. Like,
I will engage in the conversation with them like one-on-one.
yeah.
You know
Hey,
what I
now
mean?
I'm proud.
Well, it depends on who's here, because
Hey.
David's here, y'all. Just everybody talking.
Hey, I be doing that because I'm proud of this dude, dog. Like I said, man, Cat from the V doing big things. Like I'm proud of
And
that.
I appreciate it, but I'm telling you, it's not as big of an accomplishment as you think.
It is to me.
You
Like I
don't
said,
know no other doctors.
I feel like I'm accomplished. So you being on the level that you on, nigga, that's big. That's a level I never achieved, and I'm proud that I know a nigga that did it and still authentic. Like he not. So yeah, I can't hang with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you throw big words at me, and then you tell me what the big word
you
means.
used encouraged instead
Yeah,
of
you
courage.
know what I'm saying? I like that.
I will say though, honestly, I don't even know when I'm using these. Like, I don't know that they're
but
big
it's
words
authentic, though.
until
Like, you know what I'm
tell me
saying?
they big words.
But it's you. That's what I'm saying.
I'll
You
use
read
a
a lot.
normal word and you be like, nah, bro, I don't read a lot. I told you I hate reading.
I get that. You study a lot. You do something. You write, dog. You
Yeah,
write.
I do study.
2 hours a day.
I hate reading.
Tiff, you know you do that? Did I
What?
tell you that?
Right,
He
2
reads
hours a day.
He writes 2
On
hours a
purpose?
day. Like
Yeah, it's part of my job. I gotta write.
2
Oh,
hours. a
what are
day.
you writing?
That's what I said. I
So-
was talking to him for like an hour about this. Like, you need to
So,
break this down.
Part of my job, right, to remain employed is I need to publish my research or the knowledge that I'm creating, so to speak. Like, I need to publish like 2-3 times a year. Mm-hmm. So it's just always, like, I got 2 deadlines, October 10th, that I have to have like 2 25-page articles written.
To 25 page?
Yeah.
How far along are you?
I haven't started either one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I just got finished doing something else. So, yeah.
Well, what question did you want to ask me?
Yeah. So you said that you are a people watcher.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're a people watcher because I've seen you people watching me.
What are you talking about?
So now don't run away from it now, people watcher.
What are you talking
So
about?
I want to know what Tiff's assessment of Dr. IJ is.
I didn't say I'd be assessing people.
But what is yours? Let's say, even if
you remember what I said about Nicole verbatim.
That's because I have a really good memory in conversations.
Well, then use your memory and do some analysis and tell me your findings.
Well,
then do me next.
oh gosh.
Oh, Jesus.
So what's the question?
Analyze a nigga.
Oh.
Yeah,
What do you think about this
Well,
nigga?
per our conversations and stuff like that, I think that you are very intelligent, very headstrong. I don't want to call you controlling, but you're controlling-ish.
She's scared to say it.
No,
Say the
he's
nigga controlling.
controlling-ish.
Say the nigga controlling.
Because I don't think he feels that he's controlling.
But do you think he's controlling?
I think he's controlling-ish.
She's scared to say it.
How do you feel like I'm controlling?
Look, now he on the defense.
We didn't say
Let her get it off. Let her get it off.
Okay,
You
Get it off.
just
No, you don't got to break it down. Go ahead, get it
Okay.
all off, and then you can ask questions.
I think that you what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say you think you know everything, but what you think you know, you're very passionate about it. If that makes sense.
I like the way she put that. I like the
She's just not trying to say you're a know-it-all. Go ahead.
Yeah, she
Go
did.
ahead.
No.
The nicest way.
How
She
y'all
is nice with the
gonna
word.
tell
Go
me
ahead.
what I'm
Okay,
trying
go
to
ahead.
say?
Because I just
Keep
think
going.
I
Yeah.
think you pussyfooting around.
Yeah,
I'm
she,
Go ahead.
She being
not.
nice with it. Go
Okay,
ahead.
go.
She didn't call me
Whatever.
controlling and a know-it-all.
Go ahead. You done?
Yeah.
Break me down.
Like how? Oh, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I was gonna say you for real.
I was about to say we back to them levels.
Yeah.
I think that you are a pest with people who you know you're irritating. You like to irritate them more. I think that I think that you're a hard worker, great provider. And I think that you're just spoiled and you just have always been spoiled from everybody. Look at him. He doesn't even know that. You don't think you're spoiled, honey?
She's saying I'm Yasir. She
I
said
was waiting for that day to come up.
she gave me 2 negatives. Gave this nigga hella positives.
Why was that a negative?
You said
What positive did I give? What? I gave him heck of negatives.
I was about to say, bro, was you not listening?
Gosh.
okay.
And
Now,
are those really negative traits?
can we ask questions now? Like I want to know.
What about me? Are you guys gonna analyze
Nah, I
me?
don't really care. But
Oh,
no, I'm
And
saying.
getting your feelings a lot.
Hold on. How am I spoiled?
Cause when you
You
don't
sound like
get-
my sister
Because
now.
when you don't get your way, it's like, it's like just give the boy his way, or else it's gonna get on your nerves and whine, and it's like, can't really explain it. You just like to get your way, and your way seems to be the right way in your head.
Can I get an example? Because usually when people are saying things, they have a ton of examples when they sure something.
So what was that?
That's something that you said.
Oh,
Quote.
okay. I really can't think of anything right now.
But when I say that, last week with Cap, last week was saying spoiled kids are weak kids. Well, okay. And what was the other one you said?
You're a hard worker, a great provider.
No, you said no.
See, you just heard the negative stuff.
Yeah, I
but you
want to
didn't
know
hear any
about the
of the
negative.
positive stuff.
Trick the positive. What was the other one?
You're a pest.
I give you that. All right, you go ahead, though.
What am I doing?
I concur with that.
Yeah, I was about to say you.
It depends though. Like if somebody
It
getting on my
depends
nerves,
what.
if somebody
They
getting
don't
on my
gotta be getting on your nerves.
okay.
If somebody,
go ahead. I heard that one my whole life. So.
I don't don't even know what you want me to say.
No, I'm saying like, you don't gotta do what she did. But if you had any questions about what she said about you,
I think she's not being honest with me.
was she honest with me? You think? Did you agree with what she said?
Oh yeah, she was honest with me, but she wasn't honest with me.
Brandon, do you agree with what I said about Ijoma?
Yeah, I did.
So everybody's in agreement. So what's the problem?
Hey, I agree. I
But
concur.
y'all are dope.
Hey, I like that word, concur.
Yeah,
Hey,
you guys are
I
dope.
use that a lot.
Hey, here's why I know. Here's why I feel like she ain't being all the way honest with me. Cause Bia come over to the
I
house.
think she pussyfooting though.
Yeah, Bia
I think
come
she
over
said
to the
what
house,
she said, but she kind of
and we'll be talking, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, Tiff noticed this." And I'm like, "When did she notice
I
that?"
notice what? What are you talking
It'd
about?
be just like the most randomest
I
like
don't even know
observations.
what you're talking about.
Nah,
I don't know either.
But let me just tell you about myself. I observe
everything. Yeah.
Like everywhere I go, I notice things. Like we was looking at an open house, and the guy that was showing us the house, I was like, Brandon had already been there a couple of times. This is my first time going.
Yeah,
And I'm looking at the guy, and then I'm looking at the picture, and I'm like, that's the dude in the picture, and he's wearing the same thing.
But look, P Gang, I'm like, I'm
just
asking them
talking.
questions though. Like, I'm like, yo, whoever decorated this house is a damn good decorator. Like for real. Like I feel like.
Well, because the people selling the house are not normally people.
Right.
Look, dog, I'm walking through.
realtor.
I'm telling the realtor like, hey, yo, man, I feel the love in this house, man. Like
That was
this,
so funny.
This just so like warm up in here. I feel the connection. I feel this. Whoever decorated, he like, thank you. And I'm like, why this nigga saying thank you? But okay, whatever. And then we just walking around. I said something else, and then Tiff was like, is that your family? I was like, family? He was like, yeah, that's my son. I'm like, that's you? He was like, yeah. I was like, dude, I feel like an idiot.
He had the same sweater on.
I didn't notice that till Tiff said that. And he was like, hey, I do. I was like, damn. I feel like an idiot, blood. Like, I was like, I'm having a conversation with him. And
Well,
I
good
didn't
thing
even
you
know
weren't
that.
saying anything bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
But you feel like she pussyfooting? No, huh?
I mean, I'm gonna leave
Why?
it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I
you
don't
know?
get it.
We'll get more to come out.
All right, we got one more question. What's the last question?
Oh.
Bro, I think we
Nah, let's get this off. You're
Bruh.
always trying to end it. About that time.
we had a hour and 40 minutes.
We can save the question for now.
No.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
Why?
you know why? Because you interrupted the flow when you asked me to analyze you guys. So
Nah,
that
just get
took
that
up a
question
time.
in. It's short.
No, it's fine. Next week.
Nah, bro.
Stay tuned.
Yeah,
Keep them coming, guys.
it's okay, man.
Yeah, it's good.
Why y'all always trying to wrap it early?
Early.
Bruh, we do.
Y'all done talking?
We do
You
an
done
hour
talking?
and 45 minutes every week.
Yeah, you done talking? You understand?
I need to shout out my daughter Bella. She booked a gig. Holla had a photo shoot yesterday. She did so good. I was so proud of her.
Hey, we got her working for squishies.
Yeah, squishies are the squishies.
The
You know, like a
squishy.
stress ball or
She
something.
out there hard working 2-3 hours for a little $6 toy. You ain't gonna get no squishy if you don't smile like the people tell you.
And she'd be pumped to go to the store after she finished.
But I got my squishy. Hey, it's your boy Priest D.
Hey, I'm gonna give you opportunity to redeem yourself.
Oh, he's standing up, guys. He's standing up. Look, he's getting nervous. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Hey, you better hurry up because the beat about to drop again.
Just, there you go. He got the mic in hand. All right.
I got the power and the pain. Nigga, it's just on my brain that I gotta get off on the podcast. And if I don't, then I fall and bust my ass. But, nigga, this is me on the mic. Never been a crazy guy. Psych. Yeah, I'm a dyke.
What?
I like women. Women like Mike. 3.
Did you call yourself a dyke?
Head. Duncan. Dead. Nigga, when you coming through, when you moving
Yeah.
back to the V with you. Nigga, I'm from Elk Grove now. Psych, I'm from Vallejo. Nigga, and it ain't been well.
I'm Dr. IJ.
Well, I don't know if that was good or bad. So did he call himself a dyke?
I am a dyke.
What is a dyke? Isn't that like...
I like women.
I don't know, but I'm Dr. IJ.
I didn't know I was gonna rap. But
That was
that's
Priest
straight
D.
from the head.
That was straight from the head.
And Tiffany, what a yeah.
I got nothing.
We two dudes and a chick.
And
Bye,
we out.
y'all.
I'm gonna get written next week.
No,
No, don't. Just stop.